Councillor MacNeil, thank you so much for doing this. Greatly appreciated.
Thank you.
On behalf of Cecil Clark, the Mayor of Cape Breton, you are here at the Atlantic Mayors Congress in beautiful downtown foggy St. John, New Brunswick. As your first time attending, what are you getting from this year's convention?
Very grateful to be here. First thing that I was able to hopefully be able to take back is we have an aging infrastructure in our Center 200. It's kind of our local convention center. During our first one was a presentation on Canada Games and how there may be in the future, if we apply for Canada Games in our community, that we could help improve our infrastructure, our Center 200, which needs some love.
Some upgrades. One of the big one of the themes this year is about collaboration and collaboration. You talk about the Canada Games, but what does collaboration in the terms of Cape Breton mean to you?
It means being able to call a local municipality, whether it's in Truro, Halifax, Yarmouth, and then asking them how they're solving an issue that's now affecting us. And without coming to events like this and meeting the actual people you're going to call and making that connection, it gets more difficult to solve some of the things you don't know. And most challenges affect all municipalities. So, just different ranges or levels or, severities of the problem.
In the networking of meeting outside the conference and actually going out at night, are you hearing similar concerns about what's going on in municipalities outside Cape Breton that you're dealing with in Cape Breton?
Definitely. You're going to have a similar governance structure and then, really similar problems. You're dealing with water infrastructure, waste infrastructure, housing, population growth. And when one municipality is struggling with that, it's good to hear from them what solutions they're providing, because we're going to learn from them and hopefully do it better, or at least do it on par with, in our municipality.
And final question, you're heading back to Cape Breton in a few days.
Yep.
What happens when you get back to Cape Breton? Because I'm assuming the work that you did here this week doesn't end the moment you get back to your municipality. What do you plan on doing?
I'll probably have a meeting with our mayor and deputy mayor, whether in person or over the phone, and just fill them in on what happened here. And then, we'll start preparing for our next council session, which will be in July. And, it'll be a big one. We're still working through our, term priorities and getting our our budget lined up for next year. So, it'll be right back to work when we get back.
So first-term councillor.
First-term
councillor, now representing your city at a regional event like the Atlantic Mayors Congress. Could you imagine yourself being here when you were running for council almost a year ago today?
Absolutely not, and especially for this one, because just to be fair to myself, I may never get elected as a mayor or deputy mayor, so I might never be back here again. So I'm really, trying to take it all in and just enjoy myself and learn as much as possible for, the community.
Well, Councillor MacNeil, thank you so much for doing this. Greatly appreciate it.
Hey, thank you so much.